Hello all, welcome to Gurukul CAT 100 series, a series designed to take you from your study room to your corporate boardroom. I am Deepak and this is Daily Quant with Deepak. Hi all, welcome back to day 27 of 100 days to CAT Quant series. In this video, we will be discussing 5 questions from permutations and combinations and probability. So whenever a question is displayed on the screen, pause the video, try solving that question. Once you are done solving, you can resume the video. And in case if you want to attempt these 5 questions as a test, you can log into our portal, the gurukul.org.in. All you need to do is you need to sign up and then re-log in. You will find a course called 100 days race to CAT, in which there are 3 sections: VARC, DILR and quantitative aptitude. We will be uploading 100 tests in each section. So if you are a serious CAT 2025 aspirant, you cannot afford to miss these tests. So without any further delay, let's get started with the first question. How many 4-digit numbers have all 4 distinct digits? So we have 10 digits from 0 to 9. Now using these 10 digits, we need to form 4-digit numbers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, right? All these digits should be distinct. Now let us find the total number of ways in which we can place a digit here. Now this can take any digit from 1 to 9, this cannot be 0. So when 0 is one of the digits, you should ensure that the leftmost digit cannot be 0. So this can take any digit from 1 to 9, so you have 9 choices to make. Done. So we have placed this. Now you can have 0 as one of the digits in these 3 places, right? Now since we have already placed 1 digit here, we are left with 9 digits, and any of these 9 digits can take this place. So this place has 9 choices. Right, now we have already used 2 digits, so you are left with 8 digits. So this can be selected in 8 ways and this in 7 ways. Right, now since we need to select this number and this number and this number and this number, right, whenever you have and, the mathematical operation should be into, and this gives your answer. Now coming to the second question, a container has a certain number of balls, each of a different color. Okay, let x is equal to number of ways of linearly arranging any 3 balls out of the container. So first our job is to select 3 balls and then arranging them, whereas let y is equal to number of ways of selecting 4 balls out of the container. In the second case, we are only selecting the balls, we are not arranging the balls. It is given that x is to y is equal to 6 is to 7. What is the number of balls originally in the container? Now let me assume the initial number of balls to be n. Right, now in the first case, we need to select 3 balls and then we need to arrange them. Right, now selecting 3 balls, that can be done in NC3 ways. Now again, arrangement in linear row, 3 factorial, whereas in the second case, y is equal to number of ways of selecting 4 balls, so that can be done in NC4 ways. Right, now this is given to be 6 is to 7. Right, now let me expand this. NC3, that would be n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 by 3 factorial into 3 factorial by NC4, n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 into n minus 3 by 4 factorial. Now I can cancel out 3 factorial and 3 factorial, then we have n minus 1 and we have n minus 2 in both numerator and denominator. So this becomes 4 factorial by n minus 3. Now this is given to be 6 is to 7. Now I know 4 factorial is nothing but 24. 6 4s 24. 4 into 7, 28 is equal to n minus 3, or n is equal to 28 plus 3, 31 should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the third question, A, B and C shoot to hit a target if A hits the target 4 times in 5 trials. Okay, we have A, B, C, so the probability of A hitting the target would be 4 by 5. B hits it 3 times in 4 trials, so the probability of B hitting the target is 3 by 4. And C hits 2 times in 3 trials, so probability would be 2 by 3. What is the probability that the target is hit by at least 2 persons? So we can have exactly 2 persons hitting the target or all 3 persons hitting the target. Right, now first let's assume all these 3, A, B and C, hit the target, right? So what's the probability of A hitting the target, B hitting the target, and C hitting the target? That would be 4 by 5 into 3 by 4 into 2 by 3. Done. So this gives us the probability of all these 3 persons hitting the target. Now coming to exactly 2 persons hitting that target, then that could be A and B hitting the target, C not hitting the target, or A not hitting the target, both B and C hitting the target, or A and C hitting the target, B not hitting the target. Now what's the probability of A hitting the target? 4 by 5. What is the probability of B hitting the target? 3 by 4. Now if the probability of C hitting the target is 2 by 3, what is the probability of C not hitting the target? 1 by 3. Done. Similarly, probability of B hitting the target 3 by 4 into probability of C hitting the target 2 by 3 into probability of A not hitting the target. The probability of A hitting the target is 4 by 5. So the probability of A not hitting the target would be 1 by 5, or plus the probability of A hitting the target is 4 by 5, probability of C hitting the target is 2 by 3, probability of B not hitting the target, that would be 1 minus 3 by 4, 1 by 4, right? So what would be the LCM? 3 into 4 into 5, then we have 4 into 3, 12, plus 2, 24, plus 12, plus 6, plus 8. So 8 plus 12, 20, 20 plus 30, 50. So this is 50 by 3 into 4 into 5, 12, 12 into 5, 60. So I can cancel these two. The answer for this question should be 5 by 6. Hence option A should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the fourth question. There are 6 positive and 8 negative numbers. 4 numbers are chosen at random and multiplied. The probability that the product is a positive number is, right? Now what is the total number of possibilities? From 14, you need to select 4. So that would be 14C4, right? Now we need to select 4 numbers such that when they are multiplied, it should be a positive number, right? So we have A into B into C into D, right? Now for this to be positive, right? Now all these 4 should be positive. That is one case. Now 2 of them are positive and 2 can be negative. That is one more case. And all these 4 numbers can also be negative. So you have 3 cases, right? Now first let's find the probability of all or the number of ways of all 4 numbers being positive. Now you have 6 positive numbers. So from these 6, you should be selecting 4. That can be done in 6C4 ways, or that means plus. You have you should be having 2 positive and 2 negative numbers. So from these 6 positive numbers, you should be selecting 2. So 6C2. And from the 8 negative numbers, you should be selecting 2. That can be done in 8C2 ways, plus. Now all 4 has to be negative, right? So from 8 negative numbers, you need to select 4. Done. So 6C4 plus 6C2 into 8C2 plus 8C4. Now let's find the value of numerator. Now 6C4. Now 6C4 would be 6 into 5 by 2, which is 15. So this is 15. Now 6C2. 6C2 is same as 6C4. So this will also be equal to 15. What is the value of 8C2? 8 into 7 by 2, 28. Right? Now 15 into 28, and what would be the value of 8C4? 8 into 7 into 6 into 5 by 1 into 2 into 3 into 4, right? So 2 and 3 is 6, 4 2s 8, 2 into 5 10, 10 into 7 70, right? This is 15 into 28. So 15 plus 70 85 plus 10 into 28 280 and 5 into 28 140. Now 280 plus 140 420, 420 plus 85 505. So in the numerator we have 505 by. Okay, so that cannot be 500, cannot be 503. This can be either 505 by 1001 or 101 by 1001, because 505 is not, I can write this as 5 into 101. So we need to find the value of denominator as well, right? Now what do we have in the denominator? 14C4. So that would be 14 into 13 into 12 into 11 by 4 into 3 into 2 into 1. So 4 3s 12, 2 7s 14. So 7 into 11, 77 into 13. Now 77 into 10, 770, 70 into 3, 210, and 3 into 7, 21. So this is 1, 7 plus 1, 8, 8 plus 2, 10, 1, 1001. So 505 by 1001 should be the answer to this question. Now coming to the last question, how many 3-digit numbers can be generated from 1, 2, 3, so on till 9 such that the digits are in ascending order? So if I consider 3 digits A, B and C, A should be less than B and B should be less than C, right? Now first let's select 3 digits from these 9. That can be done in 9C 3 ways. So this is nothing but 9 into 7 into 8 by 3 into 2. So this is 2 times 4, 3 is 9, 3 into 4 12, 12 into 7 84. So we have 84 ways of selecting 3 digits from 9 digits. Okay. Now let one of the selections be let us say 1, 2, 3. Now if I had selected digits 1, 2 and 3, in how many ways can we arrange these 3 digits such that this is less than this, less than this? Only one way. This should be 1, this should be 2 and this should be 3. So for every selection you have one way of arranging 3 digits. So for 84 selections there will be 84 ways, hence option D should be the answer to this question.
Hope you enjoyed learning from today's session.
This series is designed to help you with your CAT preparation and practice daily. We are with you in this journey.
To watch the next video, click here. And to watch Gurukul's CAT 100 series, study room to boardroom, the entire playlist, click here.
If you learned from today's session, like, share and subscribe.